So let us discuss it right from the beginning.
Okay, sir.
Now, whenever we have to analyze a Horary chart, see the basic rules for analyzing the Horary chart. They are same as to what we apply to the natal chart. No difference is there. Here, what we do is the first point is that we have to check the genuineness. Now, if you look at the genuineness of the present query for this present chart, which is of a female native who was a divorcee and she has asked about her second marriage. Now, here, if you look at moon is there in 5. It's a, it is having PS posted in 5, and at the same time, it is present in 11. So, 5 and 11, two houses. 7, I will not consider. 5 and 11 are two houses in which moon is present. Since 11 is there, so I have to check it whether it's star lord, because moon is also to give the
Nine.
result as per the stellar status. So if I look at the star lord is Saturn, and Saturn here is a co-ruler of 9, which means it is giving
Second marriage.
the genuineness. No, not the second marriage, it is the genuineness of the chart. Because for the genuineness of chart, what is important? That moon or its star lord should be linked to the primary cusp, to the main cusp, to the cusp in question. So here, since it is linked to the ninth cusp through Saturn, so it establishes the genuineness of the chart. यानी कहने का मतलब मेरा ये है कि कभी भी जब हम होरेरी का चार्ट लेते हैं तो हम होरेरी चार्ट में सबसे पहले पूछने वाले की जेन्युइननेस को चेक करते हैं कि क्या उसका पूछना मजाकिया तो नहीं है या सिर्फ वो चेक करने के लिए तो नहीं है एस्ट्रोलॉजर को पूछ रहा। तो इस पर्पस के लिए हम मून और मून के स्टार दोनों के थ्रू जो है वो चेक करते हैं, मून लिंक हो जाए प्राइमरी कस्प के साथ या मून का स्टार प्राइमरी से लिंक हो जाए तो जेन्युइननेस को एस्टेब्लिश करता। नाउ हियर सिंस मून इज linked to 11 and through star lord is linked to 9 it establishes the genuineness of the chart because it's a second marriage, for which case the ninth house is the primary cusp for the second marriage. The first point to check the genuineness. After this, now before proceeding to checking the dasha period lords, we have to check what is promised by the ascendant sub-sublord, what is promised by the primary cusp sub-sublord, what is promised by the 11th cusp sub-sublord. In this chart, the primary cusp sub-sublord is Rahu. The ascendant sub-sublord is Rahu. The primary cusp sub-sublord is again Rahu. And the 11th cusp sub-sublord is moon. Now we have to check whether the ascendant, 9th cusp and the 11th cusp sub-sublords, they are giving a promise for the second marriage or not. To check this, we first focus upon Rahu. Rahu, if it appears as a sub-sublord of any cusp, then here, along with the study of Rahu, we can study it through the planets it represents. That is Rahu, Venus and Sun. And if we have gone through the pages of Key to Learn from page 25 to 26, if you remember, there it is given that how we have to note down the significations of Rahu. Rahu is the sub-sublord of the first cusp and the primary cusp. Rahu has no PS. Look here, it has no PS. If it has no PS, then Rahu will give its result through the stellar status. And Rahu here is in the star of Sun. And if you look at Sun, Sun is neither in 5, nor in 9, nor in 11. It means Rahu as Rahu is not giving the promise. But when you study Rahu or study Rahu in terms of Venus, if you look here, it has got PS, and Venus is in its own star. If you look at Venus, Venus is there in fifth cusp, Venus is there in seventh cusp, Venus is there in ninth cusp, Venus is there in 11th cusp. It means that Venus, which is its own star lord, is giving 5, 7, 9, 11 significations, means is giving the promise of marriage. So if Rahu or any of its representative planets gives the promise of marriage, then it is okay. So Rahu as Rahu is not giving the promise, but Rahu as Venus is giving the promise. And next we have already studied Sun. Sun, you know, it has no PS. And since it has no PS, then in the book it is quite clearly written that when any planet has no PS, then it provides the result through the stellar status. Sun is in the star of Moon, thereby the result of Sun will be provided by Moon. And if you look at Moon, the significations of Moon are 5, 7, and 11. It is 5 here, 5 it is present in the fifth cusp, 7 it is sub-sublord, and 9, 5, 7, and 11. And 11 also it is the sub-sublord. Thereby, when you sum up all these, then the result given by the Rahu will be
Okay.
5, 7, 9, and 11, which means Rahu as ascendant sub-sublord and Rahu as ninth cusp sub-sublord is giving a strong promise for the event of second marriage. Now let us check what are significations given by the 11th cusp. Now the 11th cusp sub-sublord is Moon. Moon has a PS. It is there in 5, 7, 11. We have discussed just now. Moon will give the result through its star lord, which is Saturn. And Saturn here is a co-ruler of 9. And at the same time, if you look at Ketu, Ketu is present in the fifth cusp. Ketu represents Saturn. Therefore, Saturn is also linked to the fifth cusp. Hence, Saturn is giving significations of 5 and 9. Moon is giving significations of 5, 7, 11. And when you look at the promise, it gives a promise of 5, 7, 9, and 11. Right? Now, it means the ascendant sub-sublord, the 9th sub-sublord, and 11th sub-sublord are all strongly giving the promise for the second marriage. Now, the next question that immediately arises to our mind is that for this particular horary chart, now what shall be the approximate period, or what could be the approximate period in which the second marriage is likely to happen? For this purpose, we have to check at the sign rising on the 11th cusp. The sign rising on the 11th cusp is Aries. It's a movable sign. And then in addition to this, we have to check the 11th cusp sub-sublord, which is Moon. And Moon being the 11th cusp sub-sublord, it is present in which sign? It is present here in Scorpio sign. And since it is present in Scorpio sign, which is a fixed sign, it means the 11th cusp is rising in a movable sign, but the sub-sublord is in a, through its, the sub-sublord is present in a sign that is fixed. So it means we have a combination of now movable and a fixed sign. And whenever there is such type of combination of movable and fixed sign, then the event usually happens. It takes place within a span of around 6 months to about 12 months. Had it been movable and movable, I would have said that the event is likely to occur in 3 or 4 months. If it is fixed and fixed, I would say it can be anything in between 6 months to 15 months. If it is a dual sign, I could say it can be 6 to 15. So it could be any period in between. And if it is movable and fixed, or it is fixed and dual, or it is movable and dual, then accordingly you can check it out that the event shall take place something around 6 months to 15 months. So, in addition to this, now what I need to check is I need to check the ninth cusp subsublord, that is the primary cusp subsublord. And if you look at the significations of the primary cusp subsublord, Rahu has no PS and it is present in Sun. And if you look at the significations here, because here Rahu as Venus, and Rahu as Sun, I have just concluded that how you find out. And if you look here, what you find is 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. All favorable houses are present. And at the same time, what are the unfavorable houses to the ninth house? They are 4, 8, and 12. 4, 8, and 12 are unfavorable houses to the ninth house. 2, 6, and 10 here are neutral to the ninth house. Second house, sixth house, and 10th house here is neutral to the ninth house. See, what is the basics? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, they are all favorable. 4, 8, 12, they are unfavorable. Means, which are the houses which are unfavorable? 4th house, 7th house, 8th house, and 12th house. And which are the neutral houses? 2, 6, and 10. So here the 10th house is second house, the second house is sixth house, and the sixth house is 10th house. They are neutral houses. So you will be having favorable houses 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. 5 favorable houses, and you are having 3 strongly unfavorable houses to the ninth house, which are 4, 8, and 12. Now the presence of both type of houses in the involvement is an indication that the marriage of this native in any case will not happen before 6 months period of time. Now nothing beyond it can be concluded. We can say that yes, it will happen, but something beyond 6 months of time. So this is how we conclude on the basis of the the ninth cusp, primary cusp subsublord, the sign rising on the 11th cusp, and at the same time the 11th cusp subsublord, and where it is posted in the natal chart, D1 chart, in which sign it is posted, whether it is movable, it is fixed, or it is a dual sign. So after having checked that all the three, the ascendant subsublord, the ninth cusp subsublord, and the 11th cusp subsublord, they are giving a strong promise for the second marriage. We have also checked that the marriage in any case will not happen before 6 months period of time, and the reason for it I have already explained. We have checked it on the basis of the ninth cusp subsublord. Its involvement in both positive and negative houses is an indication to that. And we have checked the sign rising on the 11th house and the 11th cusp subsublord, which is placed in a fixed sign. So on the basis of this, we conclude that it will happen something beyond 6 months period of time. Now, after having checked the promise and finding that there is a strong promise for the second marriage, now we have to think about the dasha period lords.